We have to play life as a game, bro. You have to understand that when we're put on this earth, we're put on this earth to go about life as a game. But some of us take life too serious. We try to like force ourselves to do something that we think our energies are aligned. But sometimes what you're doing in life, your energy just doesn't align with what you're doing in your current life right now. So you have to evaluate your life and understand what you want out of life. When you really ask yourself, make that decision and say, this is what I want to be in life, then that's where the game of life comes to play, is that you can get into character of whoever you want to be in life. That's why when you go see so many people, it's so many different looking people and just people that do different things, is because they're getting into character. You have to get into character for the person that you want to become. You're never going to become that person if you don't know how to get into character and act a certain way of how this person is being portrayed. So when you go about life, bro, try not to take too much, like try to take as much stress off yourself as possible when dealing with life. I understand when you go through life, you're going to get a lot of fuck ups. You're going to do a lot of things that are fucked up. You're going to witness the bad side of life, but it's all about perspective. You got to understand that life is about how you perceive it. If you just perceive life as being a fucked up world and there's no opportunities in this world, that's the outcome you're going to get. But if you understand that I'm actually capable of changing my outcome right now, I'm capable of changing the person who I am today and changing from 5 years from now. But that's where the game comes in. You have to get in character. Okay, boom, if I want to be a professional athlete, or if I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, let me get into that character. And that's the hardest part, because when you act a certain way and conduct yourself like a professional athlete, a lawyer, whatever you want to be, but you're still in you're still in a normal society, knowing that you're not a lawyer, a doctor, you're going to feel weirded out by trying to act that way, especially in front of other people, because they're going to think you're better than them. They're not going to understand what you're trying to do. And that's why you have to be aware of who you're hanging around, who you're associating yourself with, because the best friend you can have is the one who's truly happy for you, who's even more happier than you are about your accomplishments. They're encouraging you to change and be different. If your friends aren't encouraging you to change and be different, knowing that you told them what you want to be in life, then they're wasting your friendship, bro, because they don't understand the sacrifices that come with being somebody that you've never been before. You have to really switch up your whole self, bro, your whole energy, your whole mindset. And it's really the mindset. But when you can learn, like, okay, boom, the past life, I'm not worried about my past life anymore. The life you had before, you have to let it go so you can develop something new. Once you let go of your past life and understand, like, boom, that life is in the past, this is what my future is uphold. You have a certain end goal. You have to have a certain outcome of what your life wants to be like, and then get into character. And once you can get into character, the universe is going to talk to you. You have to learn how to let things go and let the universe take care of it. But sometimes we try to put so much emphasis on the physical aspect of hard work. We think hard work is just like physicality. Who can work the hardest, who can lift more, who can do all these things and sustain all this pain physically, but they're not doing the mental aspect of it. You have to mentally train yourself as much as physically train yourself for whatever you want. And what I mean by mentally is like learning how to visualize what you want in life. The power of visualization is so crazy, bro. Like, this shit really works. If you can learn how to manifest, visualize, isolate yourself to be alone, because that's when the universe is going to talk to you. So when you can isolate yourself, manifest, visualize, do all those things, but still not get attached to the outcome. That's the most important thing. You can't get attached to whatever outcome you have for your life. You have to just let things go and let the universe take care of itself. Because if you're doing the necessary things to better your life and become the person that you want to be, like I said, by thinking about what you want, manifesting, visualizing what you want, but you're also taking action. It's that simple, bro. But we make things so complex. We want like to make something feel like it's harder than what it really is. It's not harder than what it really is, bro. Like I literally just said, if you can think about what you want and have the desire enough to take action for it, but then have a belief, that's where belief comes to, because you're not going to be holding on to the outcome of what's going to happen. You're not going to be afraid of, if I make this outcome or not, am I going to reach this goal or not? That's not going to be important to you, because you already know that you put it out in the universe. So you're just going to let the universe take care of itself. But you're still going to be mentally working on how you can manifest this into your life. But don't think that because you're working so hard that you're getting real work done. You're not getting work done, because I thought about that when I used to play basketball on a very competitive level. I used to always try to work harder than the next person, competing with the next person, because I'm thinking like, oh, I don't want them to take my spot. Or if I'm not working, somebody else is working. I'm losing sight of the real goal. And the goal is to get a scholarship, to try to make it to the NBA. Those were the goals. But when I was dealing with adversity with basketball, those were my goals were starting to disappear. Now I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta work to keep my spot. I gotta keep working to make sure I don't be on the bench. Like now I'm competing instead of creating. I'm not letting the universe magically just align with my energy of what I want to the desired outcome. But that's what I mean by like, you can work your ass off but still not get what you want, because you're not mentally manifesting, you're not visualizing, you're not actually thinking about what you really want. It's not attracting towards you, so it's going away. So no matter how much work you're putting in, you're still not aligned with what the desired outcome is. You don't really know what you want because you're not thinking enough about it. You're just thinking that, okay, if I put in the work, that means it's gonna happen. No, it's both mental and physical. And once you understand that, once I drop the desired outcome, I know what it is. I wrote it down. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to put it into my subconscious mind, but I'm not stressing over if it happens or if it doesn't happen, because my faith is just so superior. I have a unlimited belief that I know that this is going to happen, because I'm doing everything possible for it to happen. I'm aligning my energy with the universe so this can manifest into my life. I'm not pulling away from it. I'm actually attracting it, because I'm doing the work, and I'm also doing the necessary things that's prior towards the physical aspect of it. So when you can understand that, sometimes I just gotta play life as a game, bro. I can't feel too stressed out because this obstacle happened or that obstacle happened. Obstacles are gonna happen. Failure is gonna happen when dealing with trying to reach your goals. That's what God gave you the ability to be anything you want to be, but it's not gonna be easy. But when you can have a different perspective, when you can perceive the world differently and know that, okay, it's gonna take a long journey. If I can just be attracted towards a journey and not be so in tune with the outcome, that's gonna be more in my favor to manifest what I want. But if I'm so focused on the outcome, I'm never gonna get it. You have to fall in love with the process of doing good and then still feeling failure. You can fail your way to the top, bro. Every time you start something new, you're gonna fail, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you want to do something new, everybody's been telling you your whole life, do this, but you don't want to do that, bro. You have to have some type of courage. You have to be strong enough to be like, this is not what I want to do. And this is not what I want to do. I know what my purpose is in life. And if you can find your purpose at an early age, I'm talking about right when you hit your 20s or like 18, 19, the better you're going to be. Because a lot of people don't find what their true purpose is until they're years and years down the line in their life. And the quicker you can find your purpose, the more time you have to go through these failures, and it's not going to take a toll on your heart, because you have time to regroup yourself. You have time to make up before your mistakes. But if you're starting off at a late age, you're going to feel more pressured. You're going to feel more pressured to make your dreams become a reality. But if you start at an early age, you're not going to feel the pressure too much. The best thing you can do is just drop the feeling of, I need to get this to happen. I need this to happen. Like, this is what my life consists of. Like, no, just understand that the universe is in your favor. If you can just understand the universe is in your favor, it's gonna change your whole mind of knowing that you're capable of having what you want to have. Don't think what you want is far from your reach. It's never far from your reach. Everybody has the same opportunity. So when you know that this is what you want, you have to drop your past life of thinking that you can't achieve that. Because a lot of times, a lot of people, when we grow up and we grow up not having much, it's hard for us to think about an outcome that's higher than what we think we can achieve. We have to believe that we can achieve higher. We have to believe that we can achieve things that are higher than what we're capable of. And another thing is that you can't be afraid to try new things, bro. If you've been doing something your whole life, but it's just not fulfilling no more, don't be afraid to drop that thing and start something new. If you know that this is just not for you, I'm not saying try a whole bunch of different things at once. No, stick to one thing. And if that's not fulfilling you, go on to the next. You have to let go of certain things to get to something else. A lot of people, that's where they get held back from, because they're thinking like, if I would have just been like, oh, like I'm a basketball player, that's all I am, I don't want to do YouTube, like that's not me, I'm a basketball player, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. I'm putting myself in a box because I'm not trying to express my other ideas that I have. All I'm thinking is just, no, I'm a basketball player, I'm a basketball player. You're gonna block yourself from other blessings that you might have an interest in. Because once I realized that, okay, basketball is just not aligned up with me right now, let me try to find different things that the universe might work in my favor and that I still have a desire for, a passion for. Because obviously basketball, we're just not aligning right now, because I've been working so hard and I'm still continuing to feel obstacles, to feel failure. So let me try something different. And once I did that, bro, is when I just started to see different opportunities. I started to see so many different opportunities that I'm capable of doing when I just got out of the mindset of, I'm just this because the world portrays me as this. No, I'm not that, I'm this. But once you can know that, no, I'm playing a character now. Like I said, you got to play the game. You got to play a character in this game of life. So when I'm not a basketball player no more, okay, boom, I'm this now. I'm putting myself into a different mindset of, no, I'm not a basketball player no more. That was my past life. I'm this now. I'm doing this now. These are my interests. So these are who I am. But you can't think you're going to do something and not think of yourself as that person that you need to be. You have to become that person, bro. And like I said, don't be afraid to try new ideas. The best thing I heard is when I read this book. It was a book about Benjamin Franklin. And I didn't really know too much about Benjamin Franklin. I just found this book and read it. And he just gave me so much good insight about, you have to go with your gut, bro. He tried so many different ideas. He wanted to express all his ideas, but his father did not want him to do none of that shit, bro. His father wanted Benjamin Franklin to just be put in his box, be an apprentice, and just do this. He had to go against the grain, leave his father, leave wherever he was. I think it was like Philadelphia. I think he was born in Philadelphia or something. He had to leave his family to pursue his dreams. And then once he got his dream, then he came back to his family and said, okay, look, you said I couldn't become it, now I am it, so you have to treat me a little differently. He didn't let his family dictate what his future was going to be like. He was okay with going against the grain because he had that much of a desire to live out through his ideas. So that's what you have to be like. Sometimes our parents will hold us back, our friends will hold us back, the people in our corner will hold us back because they want us to do something different than what we actually want us to do. So we conceive into just being what they want us to be, and now we're miserable and we feel like our life isn't meaningful. But when you can go against the grain Not worry about what other people are saying, and not worry about the outcome of if I'm gonna make this happen or not. You trust in God, you trust in the universe, and you know that you've been taking action. That's all that matters, bro. Once you learn how to play the game like that, to play the game of life like that, you're gonna have a better outcome of life, bro. Trust me. If you can do that, you're gonna have a better outcome of life, and I'm telling you.